Alright, what's up, guys? We'll give it a few minutes to get going. Just gonna see if anything happens. We'll check out a couple of cams tonight, live cams. See if anything's happening with drones or anything. And I don't know, we'll just talk about whatever there's to talk about tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed the bike ride earlier if you were here for that. That was a really fun time. I feel great after that bike ride. I'm so glad we went and did that today. That helped a lot. And thanks for coming, everybody who did. So we're going to see if there's anything to be seen tonight. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. Who knows? But if you're here, welcome. Thanks for being here. Hope everybody's having a good night. Big boys, PV. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're back. Hope you enjoyed the bike ride earlier. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Had a good weekend. You seeing any drones over Maryland? Big boys, PV. I've heard that some have been spotted in your neck of the woods. Hey, Vin. Hello, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. We're going to see if we see any drones. And we'll check out a couple of different live cams. We're watching New Jersey right now. Yeah? Now, I know they've been reported over there. Have you seen anything unusual, Big Boys PEV? Do you have any drone stories for us? Because people have reported seeing them here in Las Vegas, but then you always see drones in Las Vegas. We have the military drones like north of town. No, okay. But yeah, I know they are being reported over there by you, Big Boys PEV. But I haven't seen anything in any live webcams. I'll sometimes while I'm doing something else, I might have a webcam on like this one or something else, something in the skies of New Jersey or the eastern seaboard, north, like northern states. I don't know. But I haven't seen anything. I saw, the other night when the power went out and I went outside, I saw a couple of little drones go by, but you see those. I live in downtown Las Vegas. So, it's weird to go out where I live for any length of time at night and not see a drone like that. Somebody's always flying one or filming something. So that's nothing new. But I guess people have reported seeing bigger ones here flying over town. I haven't. I haven't seen any like videos that confirm that either. But I'd sure, it'd be interesting to see. Maybe we can, maybe I can find some of that and share it with you in a future live stream or video. Um, but yeah, people have reported seeing them here, but I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. I think it's just the regular drone activity that you always get in Las Vegas. So I haven't seen anything that stands out. Yeah, God only knows. But good to see everybody who's here. Thanks for popping in. It's probably going to take a little while to get this one going. But I've been doing some things as I've had this New Jersey cam playing in the background. And I haven't seen anything. Any drones in the air. All I've seen is this sea drone over here. That couldn't be a ship or anything, It's obviously a drone, like a floating sea drone. So we got to deal with that now, guys. Floating sea drones are obviously here. No, but I've heard all kinds of interesting ideas about what people think this is, the drone thing. And there's some real cockamamie ideas floating around out there. I mean, I have no idea what's going on with these things, or who's driving them, or where they're from, or what's going on, what the point is. But there's some people out there on the internet, man, that have some very interesting ideas about this. If you've looked around lately. So hey, baby love, good to see you again. Are you seeing any drones over on your side of town tonight, or your side of downtown? You're just right down the street, but we're kind of facing different ways. But people have been reporting unusual drone sightings in Las Vegas now, which I haven't seen any unusual drones myself. And hey, Laney Grace, good to see you again. Thanks for being here, coming back and hanging out with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the bike ride earlier. That's what people have been saying. It's like right before the sun comes up, or as the sun's coming up. Uh, and then somebody said they saw like a cluster of them flying on the other side of town, like southwest. What's that area called over there? Southern Highlands area. So yeah, I don't know, but I know like your vantage point, you can see all the stuff that's going on at Nellis. So you can see all the like military drones from your vantage point and stuff. Anyway, um, but yeah, I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. I saw a couple of like consumer grade drones fly by the other night when the power was out. And then the usual, people filming stuff in Las Vegas, and then north side of town you got military drones and fighter jets and all that stuff, and then the tour helicopters and everything. So there's all kinds of stuff in the sky here all the time, anyway. But I haven't seen anything that's out of the ordinary, anything other than what I just mentioned. But I would like to. I hope it works out to where we can see something. Hey, Fro, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Any drone activity where you are, Fro? And drone invasions? I'm watching a New Jersey cam on my laptop right now. And I haven't seen any drones in the sky, but there is this floating sea drone over here that's kind of messing with me a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm guessing there's been reports in most states. Nothing really happening in Canada or anything. I know there's been actual UFO sightings in the northwestern United States lately, like pilots talking with air traffic controllers, and they released recordings of that. You might have heard something. I don't know, but yeah, people have been reporting seeing drones in over Las Vegas. I haven't seen any unusual drones over Las Vegas, just like the usual ones that people fly and stuff and get videos and stuff of the strip and downtown and whatnot. So you always see that, but that's like all I'm seeing. So I would love to see these like school bus sized Drones. Have you heard about that? Some law enforcement officer or something said it had to be the size of a school bus, and you're not getting that at Best Buy. So they ought to be able to figure out where that's coming from. You know, I don't know. I'm sure, interested to know how this turns out. Uh-oh. I see something flashing in the clouds. Could it be? It's getting real, guys. I saw something disappear behind the clouds. It couldn't have possibly been an airplane. Well, yeah, you'd think if it's school bus size, it's probably not some guy just goofing around with people with his drone, you know. Like, I think most of these sightings could be explained as people who have drones are just taking them out and flying them and messing with people. I would imagine that's what at least probably nine out of 10 instances are that. Hey, there's a drone up above me. I'm capturing it on my cell phone right now. Yeah, it's like your neighbor from down the street though, probably just goofing around. So I don't know. Maybe it is ET though. I mean, who's to say? I never saw a bus-sized drone before, so I can't say. I don't know what it is, or where it's from. I'd like to see that though. That'd be a cool thing to see around here. Just some flying school bus looking thing. That'd be all right, I think. Hey, what's up, Slow 49? Yeah. I mean, every now and then I'll see something like flickering in the sky over here. There's clouds out tonight, baby love. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What's this mysterious floating sea drone over here, though? So whatever it was that was flickering in the sky is gone. What was it? Was it a school bus sized drone? In a little while, we'll check maybe the Las Vegas sky cam, see if anybody's flying anything. Yeah, maybe it does, baby love. It's wise to us. It's like screw that. We've been spotted. Time to turn around. Lots of drones are on the news. I don't know. They've been even somebody said there's been reports of it here in Vegas. Reports of people seeing like unusual drones, like not the ones we always get, like consumer drones and then the military drones, but like they're seeing in New Jersey. But I haven't witnessed any of those myself. So who knows how this all turns out, though? I'd love to get, well, who knows if we're ever even going to get the real story. Uh, but I would definitely love to know how this turns out. I know, Laney Grace, I know Southern California has reported seeing the kinds of drones that they're seeing in New Jersey. Drones are amazing. I miss my drone. I'd be out having fun with people right now. I just had, like if you have a drone that's under 250 grams, 249 grams or less, it's considered a toy by the FAA. But they make a lot of very good drones that are under 250 grand. Mine was pretty good considering. Um, and you could do some pretty incredible things with it. And it took amazing, videos for a $300 drone. I wish I still had it. But I guess people are reporting seeing much different drones than that. But I'm only seeing ones like the one I had. And you're always going to see those in Las Vegas. Yeah, I suppose. You want to get the donut from every angle if you can. Yeah, I saw a couple of different things about that Liberty Tree, and that's crazy. I mean, I didn't see it, so I can't really speak on it beyond that. But it's yeah, hopefully not like War of the Worlds. uh, I don't know. The newer one, the Tom Cruise one, was on a few months ago. I watched that again. I used to have that on DVD. I like the original one too. Um, but yeah, I mean, a lot of crazy reports, wild reports about drones and such all over the place. I haven't seen anything really out of the ordinary where I am in downtown Las Vegas. I didn't see any drones while we were out doing a bike ride today. Maybe you guys spotted something. I was doing my best to keep up with the comments, but it could have, I don't know. We should have been paying attention. Oh, well, glad you're here, Mike. You seeing any drones over your way, Mike? I've heard of some sightings in your neck of the woods, but I guess they're talking about sightings everywhere. I'm not seeing anything on this camera except for that one. The floating water drone is the sea drone is gone now. It must have known it was being watched. That couldn't have been a boat or anything. It's too suspicious. Timu drones are fun to practice with. Just fly around and get the hang of using drones. I have a drone that I use for that. I need to charge that up. We should take it somewhere. It doesn't have a camera on it. It's just for you know, like the mechanics of operating a drone, basically. But that might be fun to go and do. Hey, Chad. Well, who knows? Yeah, shop like a billionaire. And until the stuff arrives, and it's like, hey, This isn't quite like the picture necessarily. I don't know. You get some good stuff on Temu, I guess. Christmas parade and fireworks. Are you sure it's not drones just disguised as a Christmas parade and fireworks? Laney Grace. You never can tell anymore. Yeah, no, I guess there are good things to be had. See, Slow 49, I've heard of people catching that. Uh, people enjoying themselves together uh, in the woods, and just drone happens to be passing by or something. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of that sort of thing gets captured. I've never seen any of that in any of my drone flights. I usually like put it up a ways to where you're not going to really see that kind of thing on the ground. Anyway, just pointed it off at the horizon. Is it actually fireworks now, Laney Grace? Or is it drones pretending to be fireworks? But yeah, Universal Studios is awesome. Yeah, I've seen drones that you can sit on. That's kind of scary. Well, yeah, if it ruins a good Dr. Pepper, then it needs to be taught a lesson, obviously. Yeah. Laney Grace. It could totally be the New Jersey drones. They're over above Universal Studios right now, just pretending to be fireworks. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's cool though. Fireworks and Christmas parade at Universal Studios. I'm not seeing any drones coming in off the coast of New Jersey. I've been watching pretty closely. It's a little warmer in New Jersey tonight than it was last night, I guess. That's good. Maybe the drones will enjoy that a little more. So anyway, yeah, I'm not seeing anything coming in off of the ocean tonight so far. But who knows? Who knows how this could turn out? Let's see. Let me pull up. Let's see if anything's happening over Las Vegas. Let me set you down for a minute, guys. I need both hands. guess. Uh-oh, that's a stream from 2 years ago. I used to watch them. Hold on, let me see. Hang in there, guys. I'm pulling up another. Okay, it's the Allegiant Stadium cam. We'll see if we see anything flying over Las Vegas tonight that doesn't make any sense. So we obviously didn't make it nearly this far down the strip today. When we were doing the bike ride, we only made it a little past the Strat, but I hear, like, I need to find a cam that's pointed the other way, because I hear that the activity is, most of it, the reported activity in Las Vegas has been like south and west of here, and this is pointing like north and east, kind of, right now. So the action's probably happening behind where this camera's pointing, according to local witnesses. So who knows if we can see anything over here. But the tour helicopters, there's one, I think, going over there. Or is it a drone? I don't know. It's flying behind the Mandalay Bay right now. And maybe it's going to come out on the other side. Or maybe it's just, oh, there it is. What is it? Is it a drone? The tour helicopters would usually be like coming this way. That could be a police helicopter. What else could that be? Well, any helicopter, I guess. Probably not the tour ones, though, because they like follow a line and go in groups usually. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Liberty Tree. Yeah, you can tell now. Oh, now that it's up there at the top. Oh, it's good. Yeah, that was definitely a drone. Yeah. Oh, there's another one right there. See it? That's definitely a drone. And another one. That's a drone right there, flying super low, actually. That's flying like lower than the Luxor. There it goes over there. Yeah, that's probably a helicopter, a police helicopter or something. What's this one? Okay, no, they're flying down and in. Those are the tour helicopters coming back, flying down and into the airport right over there. Duh. How many years have I lived in this place? Hey, Shane. Yeah, we just saw some drones in Vegas. They were unmistakable. Or this one, the one that went over this way. Yeah, that couldn't have possibly been a helicopter. That was a drone for sure. I don't know. Who knows? Liberty Tree thought it was a drone. I agree. But a couple of the tour helicopters just came back and landed. And one of them, like, cut down low and it looked kind of unusual for a minute until I realized that that's where the airport is right there, and they're just coming in for a landing. How come the 15 northbound is so backed up right now on a Sunday night? Is there ever not traffic on the 15 northbound? No. Especially by the time you get over towards Sahara. Yeah. No, I know. Like most of the airport activity is well, all the airport activity is normal. But a couple of tour helicopters just flew in. Here's something. There's something right there. That's a drone. Over Allegiant Stadium. What is that? That wouldn't be an airplane coming in. It's most likely a helicopter, but it's not. Doesn't have like a flashing red light so far, and I can see. Now this, I don't know what to make of this actually. That actually doesn't look like any of the helicopters that have flown over. What is that? Oh, it's zipping up. What the hell is that? What in the hell was that, guys? That didn't look like any of the normal like helicopters that fly over or any of that stuff. Um, yeah, that was a drone for sure. No getting around that. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was thinking, Liberty Tree. And it looked kind of spread out. Like the light was going a bunch of different directions, but it was all white light. And then it just kind of erratically went up and away. Um, that's like I honestly wasn't expecting to see anything like that. We watched this camera for a while last night, and we've been watching it for a little while now. And I couldn't. Yeah, I guess so. Big Boys PV. Maybe the mothership is about to arrive and pick us up. But I don't know what that was because we saw another helicopter come over and go this way, and that was clearly a helicopter. It had flashing red lights. And then we saw the tour helicopters come and land over here. And once they came over here, you could tell that they were clearly helicopters and they had the flashing red lights. This one got pretty close and no flashing red lights. And it went in like a much different flight path than the others. So I don't know. This camera is pointed like northeast, maybe, Shane. It's the camera is south of Allegiant Stadium and uh, Mandalay Bay right here. See, this has a flashing red light. This is a helicopter or an airplane, and you can definitely tell. But that other thing that was flying was not doing that at all. See, this one is taking the same path as the other helicopter we saw earlier. But that other thing like flew straight over and then like went up and out. Can somebody clip that or something out of here? I'd love to like zoom in on that and see like in a little more detail. You just missed a legit drone, baby love, and I'm not like messing around. We just saw something very unusual compared to the normal air traffic in Las Vegas, and I'm wondering if somebody can go back and clip it. And what's up, Dustin? Good to see you. Dinner was okay. Thank you very much. You had chicken and oh, that's good. That sounds pretty good, Dustin. But yeah, like I'm gonna have to go back and watch my own live stream afterwards and see if I can cut that piece out. I want to, analyze that section a little more and like what the hell was that? That was not the normal Vegas air traffic, and it didn't have any red flashing lights. So I was really like seriously not expecting to see that. Yeah, no, I can imagine Big Boys PEV, and that's another thing to be concerned about. And one of them gets in the way of a passenger, commercial airplane or something, and gets sucked into an engine. or something, and then, the plane crashes, God forbid, that would be terrible. There is lots of helicopter traffic tonight, and we've seen a bunch so far, but that seemed to be something much different. Because the helicopters, you can all see the red flashing lights, but that didn't have it, and it was very unusual looking compared to the other air traffic. So I'm gonna have to go back and check that out for sure. Maybe people are really seeing these big crazy drones in Vegas. Maybe that's what we just saw. Who knows? I thought, when I heard about it this morning, and people are like, "Yeah, we saw them in, Southern Highlands or whatever, like a cluster of drones," and I was just kind of like, "Yeah, I don't know." And then that weird thing just kind of went over. So and now there's like no air traffic in the sky, no helicopters, regular helicopter traffic or anything that I've seen. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of all this, guys. But that, a few minutes ago, that was weird. I still don't know what to make of that. That was not like the normal helicopter looking flyover. No flashing red light. In a very unusual flight path. Yeah, well, a lot of people always, spend a lot of money right before the end of the year, I suppose, Dustin. Yeah, I don't know, Shane, but it could have been one of those big drones that people are talking about over on the East Coast. That was weird. And now, I mean, like last night, there was never like this much time going by without helicopters going by. I don't think when we were watching this one. I don't know. Now, I'm really interested in checking that out. Going back. I hope it came through. I should have been screen recording this live cam. And now, seriously, I'm not seeing anything in the sky. No helicopters or anything. Did this, like, cause some kind of alarm and now there's no air traffic over the strip corridor in Las Vegas? Because normally we would have seen, like, a tour helicopter or a police helicopter or something go by. And those are pretty easy to spot or identify. The tour helicopters especially. Hey, Inspecting Gadgets, if you just tuned in, you missed the drone sighting. Um, we actually saw something that I have never seen on this cam before, and I watch this a lot. I'll have it playing in the background. And I've never seen anything in the sky quite like that. So still trying to figure out what to make of that. It just started appearing back from behind Allegiant Stadium and then got really bright around here and then just kind of went up and out. And I don't know. So, and now, yeah, I'm not seeing any helicopters or anything in the air. in Vegas at nighttime. This is very unusual. I live in the path of the tour helicopters, and like we'll hear them going by in my nightmares for the rest of my life, all hours of the day and night, and haven't heard any in a while now. Normally, this is the time when everything's all lit up, when people like to go out in the tour helicopters. Oh, getting sleepy. That was a good bike ride earlier, huh? I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks to everybody who came along for that. I sure enjoyed getting out there and pedaling. I mean, it feels so good. I love to ride that bike too. It's so much fun. Yeah. Yeah, maybe so, baby love. But we clearly recorded something. Here comes something over here. Is this a plane or a helicopter? But this has got, it's going to come out. This has got the flashing lights. This is an airplane or a helicopter. This is normal Las Vegas air traffic. But that other thing that we saw was nothing like this at all. But this is clearly a helicopter or an airplane, probably a helicopter taking the same kind of flight path as the other ones from earlier. See, flashing lights, obviously an airplane, helicopter, something. But what was that other thing? Yeah, exactly. See, baby love, you live here. You know the difference between, helicopters and airplanes and drones. I mean, we see dozens of helicopters flying over all day, every day. And that's most likely what that was a second ago. Or a smaller airplane, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there are less helicopter tours going on because everybody's afraid of drone invasions. I don't know. But yeah, you can obviously make out, very clearly tell, even in this, live cam, you can tell what's a helicopter or an airplane, pretty easily. But that other thing really stood out. It was really very much different. So that was unexpected, to say the least. Now I kind of almost want, it's cold outside though, and I'm not bundled up anymore. I almost want to take the bike out again, or the scooter or something, the Ed and Judy scooter, and see if we see any drones outside. But I know, like, once I get outside and go riding around or something, I'm not going to make it all the way down here anyway. I might get to the north end of the strip by where we were earlier. So I don't know. By the time I got out and did all that, there's not going to be anything probably going on anyway. I'll just be out there getting cold for nothing. Another time though, we'll go drone spotting outside. We got some milder weather in the forecast, like mid to upper 60s during the day, and not getting below the low 40s at night. For like 8 or 9 nights in a row, at least, it was in the 30s and sometimes down around freezing, and edges of the valley were in the 20s. Um, and now it's going to be a little milder than that, so we'll probably get to spend a little more time outside. Maybe we'll just go walk around downtown. Maybe tomorrow night or something. Be sure you got your notifications on, guys. Uh, let's see if we see any drones flying around downtown. Just maybe wander around the neighborhood for a while. I don't know. I don't know, Liberty Tree, but I hear it's a lot. Like, airports and such in the region. Newark, probably. Uh, I don't know. I'd love to be over that way right now. Aside from the cold weather, I'd love to go check out some of these drones in New Jersey. I think that would be awesome. Let's see. In this, you see in the background here, that's a plane or a helicopter flashing lights. Steady flight path. Too high up to be like a consumer drone. And moving a little fast, too. So that's an airplane or a helicopter. But they're all kind of taking that path, or they're coming back over this way and landing down at the airport. But that other thing came from behind Allegiant Stadium and then like towards us and then kind of up and out of the. Man, I can't wait to go back and review that. Actually. Or in the meantime, if somebody wants to clip that and tag me, I wouldn't hate them for it. But I want to see if I can zoom in on that a little bit and get a better look at whatever that was. So, but yeah, not a lot of, none of the tour helicopters going at the moment from the looks of it. None of them flying back anyway. Not a lot of air traffic at all, really, over Las Vegas tonight. This part anyway. The I-15 strip corridor. So, I don't know, what else will we see? Okay, here comes another one of those lights from back over there. Is this the same thing again? It's coming from where the other one came from. It came from behind Allegiant Stadium. And that has weird looking lights. Kinda like different looking lights than other things we've seen in the sky tonight. You see that? It's like 4 lights. That's weird. What is this? This is not the same flight path that the other one took, though. It looks very similar, though, so maybe this is something. Yeah, that's kind of weird, though. That's the same thing that the other thing did. But where is it going from there? And I don't see any red flashing lights. See, you see 2 things back here. 2 planes, helicopters, whatever back here, and they've got the flashing lights. What the hell was that? That was basically the same thing that the other thing did. But, where did it come from and where was it going? The airport is over here. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm interested to take a closer look. Let's see if that happens again. They're coming from behind Allegiant Stadium, and then they get to around here or so and go up and out, and the lights look different than other aircraft in the area. Yeah, it did kind of go straight up like the last one did, but where is it going? Because, like I said, first of all, where is it coming from? Because there's like North Las Vegas Airport and Nellis over that way, but then like there's there's the airport right there, and then back where if it was going up and over and like behind us, not sure where it would be going because there's not a lot out that way. Well, there's the Henderson Executive Airport. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that because the lights were different. Look, it's going behind Mandalay Bay. You can still see the flashing lights. It's clearly different. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this, but I'm interested to know what that might be. Yeah, but that didn't have like the normal lights of these other aircraft, though, Shane. So I know that that's probably a pretty normal flight path, but it seems like most of them, like this one, see, this is a tour helicopter. This is going to come and land down over here. See it? And look at the flashing lights. It's, very much different. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a logical explanation, but like those two things that we saw really looked different than everything else we've seen in the sky tonight on this live cam. Oh, interesting. So let's see if it happens again. But here's way off in the distance, and you can see the flashing lights. Unmistakably, like a normal aircraft with a normal flight path. What was the other one doing? It was just like very strange compared. So I wouldn't have thought to start watching the camera over Las Vegas so closely, and I should have thought to look up more when we were out riding the bike today. Um, but yeah, I mean, helicopter or plane off in the distance, steady flight path, flashing lights. But those two things that came, here's another one. It's coming from over here. The last one came from like here. Watch this. This is going to be a tour helicopter probably coming back down and landing over here. We'll see. Or is it? There's another one behind it. Yeah, these are tour helicopters. Yeah, maybe so, Shane. Oh, thanks, Ted. I hope you enjoyed the ride from earlier. Okay, now wait a minute. Where is this going? There's one speeding behind Mandalay Bay over towards the airport. Looks like it's landing over there. This one's coming and doing the same thing. That's the tour helicopter coming back. So those are clearly different than the other things that we've been seeing. We've seen things fly over this way, and they all have flashing lights, except for those two things we saw flying over Allegiant Stadium, which could have been the same thing, just going a couple of times. I don't know. So, and there's something in the background, taking a similar path going over there, nice and steady, flashing lights. Nothing unusual. Like 10 other things have gone that way so far tonight. So I don't know what those other two were. They look pretty much the same. But in this, something way over here, flashing light. You guys can probably just barely see it. I can't even see it anymore. There's so much light pollution in Las Vegas. But yeah, I mean, like, everything else but those two things have clearly been, identifiable as, normal aircraft. The kinds of things you'd see flying over Vegas all the time. So, I don't know. But let's see if it happens again. It's like it's probably a half an hour or so, 20 minutes at least, since the first one came from over Allegiant Stadium about there. And then, another one came by and did more or less the same thing. But it has, different lights than the other things flying around here. I don't know. And why is there so much traffic on a Sunday, northbound on the 15, on the Strip corridor? How many people are coming to Las Vegas on a Sunday night, driving? I guess people are always working, 24 hours a day in this town, driving to or from work. And the 15 northbound, I guess, you can always expect traffic over around Sahara, but, it's usually not so bad all the way back to like Mandalay Bay and Russell Road and stuff. But whatever. Yeah, holidays. I guess you're right, Shane. There's always a little more traffic. More people out and about, hustle and bustle around the holidays. Never fails. Now, nothing in the sky again. We had all that action, all these different things flying around, going places. Tour helicopters, regular air traffic, and now it's kind of quiet. Kind of spooky. I don't know. Maybe we ought to check the New Jersey camera again. But I want to see if we get one more thing of the whatever it was coming over Allegiant Stadium, taking about the same path, then I guess there's probably nothing anomalous about it. Maybe we're just not seeing the flashing light. Maybe it is, a regular aircraft and it's just, the camera's picking it up weird or something. But let's see. Let's see if it does it again. And I still want to go back, and if anybody like has a chance to clip it or something and post it, tag me, or can zoom or whatever. And let's check that out. Let's see what that was. Unless it does it again, and maybe it makes more sense a third time. I don't know. Hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. Let's see if we can get to half as many as we got in the earlier stream today. Still not seeing anything. Taking the same path as the ones from earlier. I'm sleepy and it's still early. Let me check the notifications. No good notifications. It's 52 degrees in Las Vegas, which is better than it has been this time of night lately. So, you seen anything yet, Lady Grace? You seen any drones flying over where you are? Sacramento area, Lady Grace? Oh, I think I have a donut. That just occurred to me. There's a donut that can be eaten after this, and that is joyous in itself, whether or not we see any more drone activity tonight. See, there's a helicopter or something flying over there, flashing lights and everything. Straight, predictable flight path. There are some in San Francisco. That wouldn't surprise me. Coastal areas are getting all this drone activity all of a sudden. But why? Oh, yeah, if it's like, you got to be careful. You can't fly your drones in certain spots, and if you get caught, you can get arrested and fined, and it could be really bad. Okay, so here's one coming from back here, this side of Allegiant, coming down the I-15. Basically, that's going to be a tour helicopter landing over here. And there's more coming from behind. They're going to loop around and like go around downtown where I am right now. And they're going to come around and then land over here at the airport. And then this is like this is an airplane probably that just went up. We've seen a few of those. It has the flashing lights and everything. But what about the ones that came like right over this part of Allegiant Stadium and didn't have flashing lights? Yeah, there goes the helicopter landing, and then there's more tour helicopters coming from back over. And they're going to fly over me where I am right now. And then they're going to come along the 15 and land. They're cut over around Tropicana and land at the airport on the other side of the boulevard. Yeah, I mean, Steve, if you got any, I haven't heard any reports from Boston, but there certainly could be, and I suppose, I mean, most of where the Northeast reports are coming from are fairly close by. I wouldn't rule it out. But we saw a couple of interesting things here earlier, Steve, if you're just joining. We're seeing the normal Las Vegas air traffic, which is very easy to spot, but there were a couple other things that were quite different. And I'm still waiting to see if we can see another one of those coming up and over Allegiant Stadium. If it does it a third time, then it's most likely some, regular thing. But otherwise, I mean, it really did look very much different than the other air traffic over Las Vegas. I want to go check the New Jersey cam, but I don't want to miss, like, if that one thing happens over Allegiant Stadium again. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. See, there's a helicopter or something. It's got flashing lights. It's flying straight. Not doing anything unusual. Normal Las Vegas air traffic. Here comes something. What's this one going to do? Is that going to do the same thing? If this does the same thing, then there must be a pretty reasonable explanation for it. Watch that dot. It's not flashing. But it's doing pretty much the same thing that the other two did. Yeah, so I mean, maybe there is nothing to this. Maybe it's just normal stuff, but you gotta admit, it looks different than the other stuff we've seen in the sky tonight. So I guess that's gotta be something, easily explained if it's the third time now doing basically the same thing. But again, it looks quite a bit different. Like this, you can see the flashing light. It's taking a different path than the others, but still, that's clearly a helicopter. And here comes another one. But what was that came from there? And then just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then, I don't know. And here comes another tour helicopter. I don't know. I'm going to set you down for a second, guys, and we're going to go back to New Jersey. Yeah, these are all tour helicopters coming back. Let's see what's happening in Jersey. Okay. Skies seem to be quiet off the coast of New Jersey at the moment. No, I agree, Steve, about the nothing being done. It gives you a real uneasy feeling, or at least it does for me. how easily suspicious, flying things, whatever they are, can just get right into our airspace and over airports and military bases and stuff. And, you know, this is Seaside Park, New Jersey, Liberty Tree. Yeah, people should be up in arms about this, really, though. Um, there are a lot of things that could go wrong here potentially if people could just slip, like they're saying, 50 drones coming off the ocean into New Jersey, and they're all like the size of cars. How much damage could you do with those if you wanted to? I mean, I didn't actually see that. That's just the reports that I'm hearing. I haven't seen any videos of that, but I have seen tons of videos that people have posted, and some of them are quite interesting, and stuff that they've featured on the news and stuff. A lot of things are clearly airplanes and helicopters and, just neighborhood hobby drones. But, some of these things are unusual and, don't make any sense. And I guess those are the ones that everybody's really worried about. You're going to have the jokers out screwing around with their little, hobby drones and stuff. But it's the ones, like the ones the size of cars, and, mayors and sheriffs are reporting seeing these. Is it Liberty Tree? I don't know. Oh, there's a drone. Oh, no, wait. That's a guy with a flashlight. Out enjoying the beach when it's 34 degrees outside. What's he doing? Okay, he's back out there. What's up, Lee? Well, yeah, Lee, you're gonna get the people like that. You people like what you're doing, and I would do it if I still had my drone. I'd probably do that too. Um, I'd put a plasma LED strip on it and go flying it around. Uh, so I don't know. And hey, what's going on? But everybody, glad you're here. Glad you could come hang out for a little while. We're watching the New Jersey cam. Now, we saw some interesting things over Las Vegas a little while ago, but it did it 3 times in a row, like kind of in timely succession, same flight pattern. So I guess that's nothing out of the ordinary. It just kind of looked like it on the live cam. So that's another thing too, is you have to be careful not to, let your imagination get the best of you when you're seeing things, when everybody's talking about, oh, drones and this and 50 of them and they're the size of Volkswagens and, whatever else. I mean, that'll get you, like your brain is already trained to, want to see stuff like that in the sky now. So you might, you might see something else and think it's that, which there's always a possibility of. Phoenix last night looked like 2 drones. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wish I still had my drone. I would absolutely be out having fun with people right now. But in Phoenix, thank you for the super chat, Lee. Appreciate you, buddy. Um, so, and Michael Boucher, snuck one in after a live stream the other day. It was a super thanks, a $10 super thanks from Michael. Wanted to shout out Michael if you're lurking right now, if you watch afterwards. Thank you, my friend. That was mighty kind of you. And I appreciate that. But Lee, thank you. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, but sighting in Phoenix, and they bumped into each other and one fell. That's interesting. Well, I mean, like basically, if you get like a DJI drone or something like the one I had, Laney Grace, you use their Fly app, and it'll tell you if you're about to violate any laws or anything. It like usually won't even let you. Um, so I mean, really, like if you get one like the one I had, a 250 gram or less drone, you don't need any licenses or permits or anything. You can go fly it within the guidelines, not over airports, not any restricted airspace. But again, Laney Grace, if you are using like a DJI drone in their Fly app, it's not going to let you do anything illegal, probably anyway. Or it'll warn you about it first. Yeah, well, that's another thing, baby love. And always, if you're going to fly a drone, always respect people's privacy. I used to like to get mine, ways up in the air, so I'm not, like nobody should feel uneasy about when I was flying my drone. I just like to get good aerial views from a ways up. Yeah, don't be like pointing them in people's windows or anything. But who's to say that that's not happening? People who are in their homes in New Jersey, who's to say these things aren't flying, sitting right outside their windows, looking in? That's kind of creepy to think about. Oh, wow, cool. The Mavic Air 2S with the Fly More package. That's cool. And I looked at those, but like I'd had to get a license to fly that. When I get another drone, I think I'm going to get something under 250 grams. I mean, you can still get a pretty decent drone, but the Mavic series drones are pretty awesome. And the Fly More package, of course, is like it's worth getting, I guess. I didn't have it. I only had one battery on my DJI Mini SE. But it lasted a while, and it didn't take very long to charge. But I still got some pretty awesome shots out of that thing. I wish I would have kept that drone. I sold it because I was going to get a better one, and then I never got a better one, and it was fine. I should have just kept it. But yeah, Laney Grace, you're good. Just get like a decent drone, like a DJI or uh, something, with an app that won't let you get yourself in trouble pretty much. And if it's under 250 grams, you don't have to register it or anything. But yeah, you might have to go, like, if you're near an airport, it's not going to let you fly it near, like, restricted airspace, Lenny Grace. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. They're the size of cars, and somebody said a school bus. It's like there's a drone flying out here the size of a school bus. That's obviously not the kind that you get at Best Buy. Where is anybody even getting these drones? like car-sized drones. Where do you even get those in the first place? And they can outrun police drones. Um, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, no, especially like along the coast in California, Laney Grace. Well, I mean, really, California is a beautiful state and would be an awesome place to have a drone. I really need to get another drone. I have one in my Amazon cart, my Amazon wish list, which is actually linked down below. It's the Potensic Atom, which is not quite as good as the DJI Mini SE, but it's a little less money. It's like $229, and this one comes with a couple of batteries. The batteries last a while. It's got a 4K camera with a Sony image sensor. I think that would be a good little drone to have around here, and it comes with two batteries for like $229. Not quite a DJI, but like the next best thing, I would say. Oh wow, that's cool. Flying out 5 miles and back. Well, if you can go 10 miles round trip on a battery, that's pretty good. My Mini SE had a different flight control system and would only go like 3.5 miles maybe. But from where I am, you can see a whole lot of things within 3.5 miles. Yeah, I mean, if you put a bigger battery in a 249 gram drone, I don't think you're going to get in too much trouble. Lee. Yeah, the app, the Fly app, anyway, the DJI Fly app won't let you fly into restricted airspace, and it'll warn you if you're close, and all kinds of other stuff. I don't know. I like the Fly app. I like DJI drones. You shouldn't be able to outrun a police drone, but they were interviewing a police drone pilot who was saying, "Yeah, it was getting away from me. I couldn't keep up with it." So that's kind of a scary thought. So I mean, where are people getting these drones that can outrun police drones? Oh, good night, baby love, and thanks for hanging out again. I sure do appreciate you coming and spending some time. Yeah, 60 plus miles an hour. And if it is military, though, like, why isn't somebody, like, aware? The military has to tell local law enforcement if they're doing stuff like that in the area. It's like FAA regulations. So they're not our drones if they are, like military. Or someone's not following the rules then anyway. But who knows? Yeah, I like the DJI mini drones in general, but I just had the SE, which was the cheap one, and it was still a really good drone. Much better than I would have thought. And the one that I have in my Amazon wish list right now, it's $229, is probably about as good as my DJI Mini SE was. No, geofencing, I know, and a lot of them were doing that. A lot of them were reported doing that. But, like if it's our military, they have to alert local law enforcement and say, hey, we're doing this, and you're probably going to get some calls and just, this is what we're doing. Just say it's nothing, whatever. Yeah. I don't know, Lee. Yeah. No, and I actually saw one of those when we were out riding. Shane, there was a kind of a large drone off from where we were, a camera drone that can follow cars quickly. Um, but that's part of a production. It's, FAA regulated and licensed and everything. So everybody knows what those are anytime you get one of those. But why are these things just appearing and nobody knows whose they are or where they came from, and they're not, registered with the FAA, and the military's not taking responsibility for it, saying, we didn't have anything up, it's not ours, and whatever. I don't know. I mean, I imagine one day we'll get to the bottom of it. Maybe we'll check the Las Vegas cam again. See if we see anything that's not actually occurring more than once. Because the first time we saw that one thing, I was pretty sure that was something. But then after it happened two more times, I guess maybe not. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to put you down. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's just, the helicopter, typical, Las Vegas air traffic. Yeah, I've seen like silhouette images of like the fixed wing drones, which are more like consistent with military. But again, our military would have to declare that they were out doing stuff with them, so as to not cause a widespread panic. So, I mean, a lot of the images and some videos that I have seen, yeah, I mean, they look like kind of large military drones, but who's flying them? You never know. Dustin, they're usually doing that around here, though, or like north of here. We're gonna have to go to Area 51 sometime. Like, not inside, obviously, but, nearby. Oh my goodness. I'm getting sleepy and I still have to eat a donut. And somebody needs to come and buy some of my crap. I got all my stuff listed on, Facebook and OfferUp. I can't do any work right now because I don't have a driver's license in my possession, a valid ID. It's in process and will be on its way to me. So I can't go out and do Uber Eats or anything. I'm looking into side jobs and stuff, but I can't even finish an application because I don't have an identification with me that I can use. I can't actually, Steve. Once I've started it a certain way, and I meant to do landscape, but it reverted back to this. But once you start it, like if I turn it sideways, it'll say orientation is locked. Rotate your phone back the other way. So, I mean, next time, yeah, we'll do it. Next time we're watching for drones, we'll do horizontal. Ooh. People trying to shoot at them. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised there. I'd be surprised that there isn't more of that. Actually, um, people are like screw that. I'm just gonna shoot at them. Yeah, that's cool, Shane. It's a cool place though. I love Area 51 and nearby areas. I've seen incredible things there that they made sure I didn't like bring any evidence of with me. You should, Laney Grace. That'd be like good use of a drone, I suppose. Yeah, Area 51 seems to have kind of a high opinion of itself. But it's a weird place. I mean, the President of the United States, the supposed most powerful man in the world, cannot go to Area 51. That seems kind of strange. And it's like Bill Clinton said a long, long time ago when he was interviewed. Somebody asked him, "Is Jay Leno or David Letterman or something about like the whole Area 51 and aliens and stuff?" And he says, "There's a whole other government." Bill Clinton says, "There's a whole other government, and I didn't control that one." And that's kind of profound, I guess. So yeah, like Area 51 is not under the control of the President of the United States, even though it's a military installation. Hey, Amy, good to see you. What's going on? We're just watching live cameras and seeing if we see any drones. Well, thank you for being a friend, Laney Grace. I'm always glad you're here. Yeah, I've seen a lot of unusual aircraft myself, especially north side of town. You see all kinds of, northern side of the Las Vegas Valley. You can see all kinds of interesting things flying around. And here, there's just the normal air traffic, airplane or helicopter or something going by. Nothing anomalous, I guess, over Las Vegas tonight, although it's been a while since something has come over Allegiant Stadium the way those did earlier. We'll see if that happens again. So, yeah, but for now, nothing. Here's a tour helicopter coming back. Those are easy to spot. Nothing out of the ordinary. I remember like probably 10 or 12 years ago on YouTube, somebody got an interesting angle of like five or six of the uh, tour helicopters coming back, and they kind of looked like UFOs a little bit, and it's like UFOs, like series of UFOs over the Las Vegas Strip. And then the first comment was like, yeah, I don't know what you did with your camera, but those are the tour helicopters. But it got like 1 million views or something anyway. So yeah, here's just pretty standard air traffic in Las Vegas. These are tour helicopters like the Maverick or Sundance. That's maybe the airplanes are coming out this way and going over. I don't know. So yeah, nothing that can be like conclusively proven to be drone activity over Las Vegas tonight, unfortunately. So far. The night is young. We could spend the rest of the night watching this camera, watching the tour helicopters go by, Maverick or Sundance, whatever the case may be. And yeah, there's lots of tour helicopters coming back right now, a few of them. Not so much traffic on the 15 anymore now. Either that's good. Things are slowing down. Yeah, a lot of these tour helicopters coming back. There's a big group this time. Yogi, what's up? I don't know. Like, are they aliens? Who's to say who's flying these drones? But if they're like, they're saying there's the one witness the size of a school bus or something earlier or yesterday. And, you know, that's weird. But these are all the, like, Sundance or Maverick helicopter, tour helicopters coming back right now. Nothing too suspicious occurring over Las Vegas at the moment. So, but good to see everybody that could come and hang out for a little bit. Let me see. Let me try and do a couple of things here. Yogi. Shane. Lee. Let's see. Steve. Let's see, am I missing anybody? I'm sure I am. Let me go back a ways in the comments here. Liberty Tree. It's letting me add moderators, so I'm trying to get all the regulars in. I think I got almost everybody. I'm going through old chats right now, guys. Okay, all the way to the beginning. I think I got everybody. Thanks again, Lee, for the super chat. No, I know. That's what most of it, I'm sure, is, Yogi. Most of it is just goofballs screwing around. But there are some, and like police and mayors and stuff like that have seen things that they can't explain. Like these are not normal drones and who's flying them and whatever. But I'm sure most of it. Thank you, Yogi, for everything overall this time. So trying, and Lee, I got you on. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people are just screwing around, and that's what most of these drone sightings are. It's like their neighbors. People are recording their neighbors flying drones, and it's these drones from the ocean or whatever. No, it's from like 2 or 3 blocks down the street, probably. But some of them, I've seen some interesting looking pictures and videos that something's in the sky clearly, but they don't look like regular drones, not the regular ones that you can go to the store and buy. Anyway, so I don't know. I mean, 97% of this, at least, I'm sure, can be easily explained. Well, thank you for being here and participating, Steve. Appreciate you. Um, so yeah, most of this can be easily explained. Most of what people are seeing or have recorded, there's a logical explanation for. But there's a couple of things. There's a handful of things that I've seen now that don't really make any sense. People's videos and recollections of what they were seeing. That don't kind of don't jive at all with the things that we're seeing tonight on this camera, this live cam. So I don't know. Who knows how it all turns out, but I guess that's maybe enough drone spotting fun for tonight. Maybe we ought to wait, see a few more minutes, see if that one comes over the Allegiant Stadium again and does what it did the last time. It's been a while since that happened. So maybe we give it a few more minutes after all. Yeah, I don't know, Yogi. I guess it never really went anywhere. I don't know if they found any of it to be true or not, but there was some pretty interesting video of like supposedly larger beings in some of the equipment in this people's backyard. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's ever been, effectively explained or how that all turned out. Actually, but that's interesting, and I remember that. And there's a lot of buzz about that around here for a while. But let's see if we see that one weird looking thing flying over Allegiant Stadium the way it did a couple of times before. I'm sure that's some kind of, normal aircraft, but like the lights look different, but that's probably just like the live cam that we're watching. It's not perfect video quality. So something flying over at the right angle, like a regular airplane or helicopter or something, could make it look weird like it did. And it's, like perfectly reasonable and normal. Yeah, I heard something about that actually, Shane. And, it seems like those people didn't want any kind of, recognition or attention or anything. And it did kind of have a negative effect on their lives. So I don't know why they would make up a story like that, because it didn't turn out well for them, I guess, in the end. And they got a ton of unwanted attention. They had to put police cameras outside of their house because people were, trying to come by and harass them all the time and, check things out for themselves. Yeah. Well, yeah, the spy balloon that finally got shot down after it, got all the information that it needed. Uh, let's let it finish what it's doing and then we'll shoot it down. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of frustrating. I guess people need to pay more attention to things flying over our skies. I mean, this is an easy way to get at us, evidently. You know, you can just fly your drones in with whatever, biological, chemical weapons of moderate destruction, probably. And who's going to stop you? Nobody. You know, like the way the last few days have gone, anyway. So, well, other than video, I suppose that's all the information a drone collects, unless they're doing, like if it's mapping out an area. I've seen them do that before. Um, but the weather balloons, or that spy balloon thing that flew over a while back, they let that thing get, at least 2/3 of the way across the country before they shot it down. It might already be too late, Steve. Um, who's to say where it goes from here? And hey, Renee, that's good to see you. Hello. I'm having an okay day. I hope you're having a good day. And let me see, it's something I've been meaning to do for a while. Had to get you there. Renee, get you a wrench. Sorry, I've been meaning it. It's finally letting me catch up. I've been getting everybody that's been waiting a while. It's been getting a wrench tonight because it's letting me do it. Oh, sorry you're tired, but glad you're good, Renee. And glad you could pop in and hang out for a little while. We're doing some drone spotting. But glad you're here and thanks so much. And thanks, Lee, for the super chat. Thanks, Michael, for the super thanks. Thanks to the O's, Renee and Steve, for the PayPal for my birthday. and everybody that's like all the kind and generous donations, channel donations lately. Thank you so much, guys. Uh-oh, another one. Lee, thank you. Well, thank you very much, Lee. I appreciate you. And Steve, thanks for coming and participating. But everybody who has a wrench, with great power comes great responsibility. So use the wrench wisely. But thanks again, Lee. Thanks for a couple of super chats tonight. I appreciate you so much. And thanks for all the likes, guys. Thanks just for hanging out and being here. Uh-oh, we did a reconnect. No, Lee, you've been due one for a long time, and I tried to give it to you a couple of times, but it wasn't letting me add any moderators. I know you're probably just saying that, Amy, but thank you for Amy, I know you've had to use your wrench before, and many of you have, and I appreciate you, and that's what they're for. Every now and then, somebody likes to try and throw the chat out of whack, like, untangle the vibe, uh, and, like moderators need to come and regulate as you do, and I appreciate it. Oh, awesome, booking your next trip to Vegas. Most likely in May, that's good. Oh, goodness. I would love to just, I'd love to get to hang out with you again, Renee and Steve and uh, Fam, whoever's coming this time. Yeah, well, me too, Lee. Yeah, I suppose so, Amy. Um, we used to, especially when we'd take walks on Fremont Street or something, we had a good bit of trolls. They were mostly like Matt Ross's trolls that would come into my channel every now and then and try to pollute the chat. And, the moderators would handle it. And I appreciate you guys for that. So thanks for taking care of things the way you do. Back from a phone call. Okay. No more drone sightings yet. Thanks for we made it to 30 likes, guys. I appreciate that. $20 in super chats from Lee so far. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, I don't have any problems with Matt personally, but he does attract a different following, and his chat can often be chaotic. And I feel kind of bad for the guy. Um, but you gotta kind of regulate. You gotta set the tone. You gotta establish the vibe. You gotta let your viewers know what kind of chat we're having. But you guys already know. You guys know the routine. We have the best group here, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you guys because it's just a good chat in here always. And you guys make it that way. Well, I mean, maybe so, Lee, and, I don't know. Well, he doesn't like to upset some of the people in his chat, and I can understand that. Like the bunny situation or whatever, like it's his first subscriber, whatever, helped him, the motivation for getting his channel going, making it what it is today. And good for him, he's done very well with his channel. Um, but, uh, like you can't put too much emphasis on one person, especially when many of your loyal viewers don't like that person a lot. So I mean, you have to know your audience. Yeah, Joe, I guess knows the situation. Good to see you, Joe. But I like Matt. We've hung out a few times. I have no problems with the guy personally. He's never done me wrong. But I've seen his chat sometimes, and it can get out of hand. People just go wild, and I'm so glad that we don't have that occurring here. And you guys are awesome, and I'm grateful again for each and every one of you. Yeah, well, I mean, Matt tried to explain it to me one day, and it makes sense from his standpoint where he's coming from. But at the same time, you've got a whole channel. He's got a big channel now, and you got to make sure you're not favoring anyone too much, especially when maybe the majority of your audience uh, doesn't enjoy that person as much. But again, like I do my channel my way. It's up to him to do his channel his way. Again, I'm just grateful to all of you for making this channel chat what it is. I mean, we've got a good vibe, good chat going all the time. And I certainly don't take that for granted because it's not fair to just pick on Matt. I've seen a lot of other Las Vegas area, live streamers and their chats that are kind of going all over the place too. So I'm just glad that you guys are as wonderful and awesome as you are, and I will always appreciate you for that. Saw on a community page that who scammed some people out of $50. I don't know anything about that. Well, yeah, I like tacos too. I mean, everybody, I suppose. Like, I don't know. I mean, tacos are wonderful. Oh, well, not for me to speak on. I guess I don't know anything about it. Well, thank you, Laney Grace. That's mighty, mighty kind of you. Ever hear of Twix channel? No, can't say that I have. Joe. Well, I everybody seems to think that I know what's going on and I'm up to date with all the Las Vegas streamers and stuff, but I'm really like out of the loop. I haven't heard really anything what's going on, but yeah. Well, just having trolls in the chat, Steve, is never a good thing, and I never enjoyed it. We'd get them every now and then and again, but moderators, thank you guys for just shutting them down the way you do. Today, earlier in the stream, I don't even know if somebody made racist comments or something, and I didn't even get a chance to read them before you guys were just on it. Mike and Baby Love just shut it down right there on the spot. So, well, good night. No, it's getting about time to sit and relax and watch a good movie. But thanks for being here. Thanks for coming and hanging out, everybody. I suppose I haven't seen any more of that one kind of weird thing flying over Allegiant Stadium anymore. So maybe we're yeah. I don't know. So we're 2 hours into this live stream now. I don't know if we're going to be able to see anything that's clearly a drone at this point, if we haven't already. So maybe we'll try again. Maybe we'll go. Uh, Maybe we'll go take a walk tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll see. So again, make sure you got your notifications on, guys, because you never know. We might go outdoor drone spotting tomorrow. Yeah, Baby Love is good people, and Amy, and everybody, all of you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it, Amy? Just thinking about it. We'll do Wednesday, I suppose, Steve. As long as there aren't any flat tires or health issues, I suppose we'll do Wednesday. It looks good at this point. So, and might go out and just ride the bike tomorrow. Might ride a bike instead of. We might go for a bike ride during the day. Might go walk around in the evening. I got a lot of things to do though. I gotta sell some things. It's getting dire. I can't work right now. I don't have a valid ID in my possession, so I can't do Uber Eats. I can't finish any job applications. I'm kind of dead in the water. If nobody buys anything, it's not going to be good. But I'm working on it. I got a bunch of stuff for sale, and hopefully that works out before the end of the week. Um, well, by Thursday, it's got to work out. We'll see how it goes. I could hopefully get my license tomorrow, which means I can upload that and get the Uber Eats going again. At least make a few dollars that way. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But thanks again, Lee, for the super chats, and everybody for everything. The likes, and just spending the time hanging out. The chat. It was a good, fun chat tonight. Always a good vibe. Thank you guys. I mean, the highlight of my day is spending time with you. So thank you for everything that you do. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Moderators, chatters, lurkers, in any capacity in which you're taking this in, thank you. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate you. Yeah, I am going to do more walking if the bike tire doesn't hold. So far, so good. It might have lost a little air when I was out today, but it's got slime in it. I can pump it up again. It should be all right. Should be able to get it to hold a little better. Yeah, and Shane, thanks for coming and hanging out in the chat. And Shane, if you're available in the next couple days or so, want to come over to this side of town and do something, hit me up. But yeah, anyway, guys, no, that's a tour helicopter. So no drones that can be confirmed as drones, I guess. Over Las Vegas tonight, anyway. Saw some interesting things, but let's see. Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, no, that makes sense, actually, I guess, Yogi. But anyway, I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful night, rest of your night, or whatever time it is where you are, as the tour helicopters are coming back over Las Vegas. So, oh wow. Yeah, hit me up for something tomorrow, Shane, if you want to. Oh, Yogi. But anyway, yeah, hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead. Watch out for those drones, guys, because we still don't know what they're about. So be careful out there. But yeah, have a great week, guys, and take care of yourselves. Thanks so much for hanging out. And it's just tour helicopters coming back tonight. So I guess nothing to see in Vegas tonight. Not sure if there's anything happening in New Jersey at the moment, but I suppose we'll hear about it tomorrow. Anyway, Amy, Yogi, Shane, everybody, thanks again, guys. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.